Get rolling in about 3 minutes. Get rolling here in a few minutes. Grab a towel, mat, your water. I should grab a towel myself. Where did I put it? There we go. I'm not a big fan of heat or extreme temperature, so during this flow you might get warm. You can bring the AC down a little bit. It's chilly, make it happen. Thank you. Welcome to Tiger Yoga. Like I said, we'll get started in about 2 minutes. So if you come to kind of recharge, reset with, the buzzwords, everything that's going on in the world, I'm definitely here for you. We'll go through flow and get things going. Allergies, I swear. Oh man. Sheesh. Alright, welcome. Get things rolling in about a minute. Minute. I said get your towel, mat, water, all that good stuff. Alright. It is 5:30. Let's go ahead and get things started here. Welcome to Tiger Yoga. We're back on our excuse me, remind me, just allergies. Back on the summer rotation. So my name is Mr. Yancey. I am a freshman advisor here at Texas Southern University, as well as a certified yoga instructor. I teach 5:30 to 6:30 Tuesdays and Thursdays. You can also follow me on Instagram, 13 Bravo Yogi. That's the number 13 Bravo and Yogi. Excuse me. Don't mind me. Just the allergies, the pollen, all that stuff like that. I need to drink some more water. But glad you are here practicing with me, whether you're here now or you're watching this later on the How Long the Live stays on. But just want to kind of take this time. Go ahead and take a comfortable seat on the mat. Sit up tall with your eyes closed. And we'll go ahead and get into this practice. So go ahead and close your eyes. Take inhales and exhales, and we'll get into some breath work while you're breathing. Just don't forget to breathe. I know that the world is really crazy right now. The world is always crazy. Like, you can look back at history and people are like, this is going on, the world is going to end. But it's just more time to be aware and be intentional with everything that we do. Also, I encourage you to be mindful of the vibrations that you come across. A lot of these messages that I've been hearing, even though they mean well, to try to invoke some thought and to empathize and show some humanity. You just listen to the vibrations, and they're very low, and the cadence is the same. It sounds defeated. And I just want you people to understand that we're not defeated, and that we will keep moving forward. And even though we're losing our brothers and sisters in the streets, we're going to respect them and honor them by moving forward. That's how we advance, and we help each other. My heart is saddened, but as they taught us in the Army, you got to keep moving forward. You got to keep fighting. And people, time and place for everything. If you feel like you need to protest and get your anger out, get it out. But also remember to build, give back. Definitely get back to these HBCUs out here educating our youth, preparing our youth for the next level. I'm a proud graduate of an HBCU, Clark Atlanta University, and I'm all about supporting each other. So while we're going through that, continue to breathe. Also, if you're an ally, thank you. I'm not trying to make this a political thing, but I'm not going to ignore what's going on in the world. But if you're an ally, just be an ally. Try to listen to these stories. Don't pander, don't make feeling less, don't feel like you've got to save the world. Just change yourself and help change the world. So continue to breathe. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth with the eyes closed. Sit up tall, take a comfortable seat, pull inside the fleshy parts of your buttocks so you can get rooted down into the ground. Roll those shoulders down and away. Place one hand on your abdomen and another hand on your chest as we breathe. Inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. We're going through just a breathing exercise. A lot of times, breath is so precious as we're seeing more and more be televised how people are saying they can't breathe. And you have your breath, so use it wisely. Don't take it for granted because it's so precious. Everything's like a vapor. Inhale through the nose, cooling air through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. If you need a recharge, to reset, this is the place for it. You can leave all your stresses on the mat, the weight that you're carrying, the anger you may feel, sadness. You can place it all on the mat. Continue to inhale. As you inhale, feel your abdomen expand, your chest rise. Exhale through the mouth audibly. Remember to keep pushing forward. Yes, things can get tiring and overbearing, but don't ever give up. Don't ever give up. Don't ever give up. Lean on each other. Provide support. Get organized. Inhale through the nose. Continue to breathe that cool, refreshing air. Exhale through the mouth. Gotta learn to infiltrate the system. Educate each other. Learn your history. Don't downplay the work that's been put in by the ones that have come before us. Exhale through the mouth. Continue to breathe. Just focusing on our breath right now. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. Be grateful. Show gratitude by showing up to the mat. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Continue to breathe. Inhale and exhales. A lot of the times during the day or any time in life, we can get stressed out and we just forget to breathe. Take a few breaths on your own. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Continue to breathe on your own. Make sure you're taking that deep inhale and exhales. Make sure they're equal in length. And go ahead and with your eyes closed, take your right hand and go over and start massaging your left shoulder right in the front, that front deltoid. It's all about that self-love, yogis. And slowly move it up to the traps, giving yourself that nice massage. Move up the traps and massage that neck. And relax, shake it out with that right hand. Take your left hand, bring it over to that right shoulder. And give it a nice massage. Sit up tall, massaging that front deltoid. Got to take care of yourself. You'll be no good to yourself, to your others, unless you take care of yourself and love yourself. Self-love is the best form of love. Bring it up to that right trap. Massage that neck and shake it out. Go ahead and start. Bring your arms out wide, small circles to the front. Small circles to the rear. Big circles to the front. Big circles to the rear. There we go. Shoulders might be tight. Carry a lot of weight on our shoulders, weight of life on our shoulders, and we gotta loosen them up and shake it out. Let's see. Go ahead and flip it to the wrong part of your mat. Get some ab work in. Take a drink. Take a drink. You'll root your heels down into the mat. Keep your legs down as well. Kind of keep them firm. Look to get some ab work. Place your hands behind your head. And we will slowly come up on the inhale, keeping yourself rooted down as much as possible. Sit up tall. And bring it down. Exhale. Sit up tall. On the inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rise for number 3. Exhale, lower. Inhale, come up for 4. Exhale, lower. Inhale, come up for 5. Simply existing is a form of protest. Come back down. Come back up for 6. Self-care is a form of protest, and it's a privilege. Come down for, lost count. Come up for the last one, 7. And lower. Just think about our ancestors and just how they weren't even able to take care of themselves for real, weren't able to show emotions. Go ahead and place your hands under your under your lower back. And slowly rise. Just think about all the things that we've had to work for. Just think about how the history of Texas Southern University. Exhale, lower. Like they didn't even want us going to their law school. So learn the history, learn about human sweat. Rise. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rise. I know parents, if you're on here as well, get involved in your kids' education. Not too much, overbearing. because they have to learn themselves. Lower down, exhale, forward, inhale, rise. But learn about what they're doing. Take interest. Exhale, lower. For 6, no, that's 5. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower for 6. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower for 7. Great job, yogis. Bring those knees in. Great job. Roll there. All right. We'll go and get into some hips a little bit. Bring down. There we go. Just make sure that we're not stupid. But keep your left leg rooted down. Place hand on the left thigh. Pull out your right leg for half happy baby. 90-degree angle with shin and thigh. You can place your peace fingers in your. You can either grab by your outer foot or take the peace fingers and grab your big toe. Pull it down. I have to put up the playlist after we get done. And just breathe. Inhale and exhale. Get them hips nice and loose. Not bad. I'll just sing a little bit. I hope everybody's stay at home is going well. And go ahead and, if you can, extend that right leg as much as possible. And bring it back in. Pull that left foot up. Place that right foot over that left thigh. Thread the needle. You can grab the thigh or the shin. Push away that right hip. Hope you all are learning during this time. Learn about yourselves during this time of staying at home and picking up a hobby, reading a book, learning something. You should be don't feel pressure to do something all the time, but also, you can also extend that left leg. Learn something new. You don't want to come out of this experience and not have gained something from it. It's cool to rest, but get up, do something. All right, and bring it down. Drop that right leg. Place it on the mat. Place your right hand on that right hip. And we'll do half happy baby on the left. Just breathe. Yoga is a great way to relieve stress. It's definitely stressful times. You got a friend that really doesn't know how to process a lot of stuff and whatever, bring him to yoga. Pull that down, you extend the left leg if you can. Bring up that hip. And bring up that right foot. Place your left foot on that right shin. And thread the needle. Grabbing the shin or the thigh. Just gotta hum it sometime. Turn this around. Continue with the stretch. Extend that right leg. Flexing those toes in. Bring your legs down, open up, bring your feet together, so let your knees drop wide to the side for recline Supta Baddha Konasana. Place your hand on your diaphragm and your hand on your chest. And Breathe. Close your knees and legs like a book. Come up. Sit up. Go into reverse table. Bring your feet under your knees and rise up the pelvis, hips, shoulders stacked over wrists. Spiral your thighs in for a higher lift. Pull your glutes away. Don't tighten them. Drop your head back and relax. Come back down, lay back, feet together, knees drop wide. And breathe. Close your knees. Come back up. Place your, sit up. Place your ankles under knees, shoulders stacked on the over wrist, and reverse table. Spiral those thighs in for a higher lift and bring it back down. You'll sit back, roll back and forth, and on that last roll, come up for a tabletop pose. Bring those legs on through. You want your shins to run parallel, hips width distance apart, hips stacked over knees, shoulders stacked over wrists. Rotate your biceps out and get into some cat-cows. Inhale for cow, drop the belly, lift the tailbone, lift the chest. Exhale for cat. Inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. Inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. Inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. And take any organic moves that you need to, and cat-cows on your own. You come back to child's pose. Take a water break if you need it. Come back to a neutral tabletop pose. Go ahead and extend your left leg, rotating the foot inward. Extend your right arm, rotate your palm inward. And exhale, contract. Inhale, extend. 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 Come back to a neutral tabletop pose. Extend that right leg, rotating the foot in. Extend your left arm. This you're trying to shake somebody's hand. Rotate that palm inward and pull out. There we go. And contract. Inhale, extend. Exhale, contract. Inhale, extend. Exhale, contract. Inhale, extend. Exhale, contract. Inhale, extend. Exhale, contract. Ooh, buddy, I just thought about stuff I was talking about a little bit earlier. I hope that didn't sound too militant, but yeah, we really need to support our own. Build each other up. Build yourself up. Great job, yogis. Speaking of building up, I'm gonna place your palms a little bit up. Curl those toes and bring that pelvis up for our first downward dog of the day. Downward dog of the day. Let's walk that downward dog. Let's walk it out. Let's walk it out. Yep.
Come back to a down dog position. Your heels do not have to touch the ground, but they do. That is great. Rotate those, feet facing forward. Rotate those legs in. Engage those quadriceps. Push back through your forearms. Make a V shape with your body. Ears next to shoulders. For our downward dog, place your thumb should be thumb and middle finger should be making an L shape. Go ahead, look forward, bend those knees, hop, skip, or jump to the front of the mat. Inhale, flat back, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. So in this forward fold of the day, you're gonna let your head drop. Let it drop, let it drop, let it drop, and then grab your elbows. You can bend those knees a little bit if you want to as well. But let the weight of your head and elbows drop down, hold you down. There we go. Shake your head yes. Shake your head no. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, upward salute. So in upward salute, feet pointing forward, either hip, stumbling on those words. Feet should be hips width distance apart or touching. Sit up tall. Engage your quadriceps. Tuck that tailbone in. Lift those lower ribs. Just lift them up. Tuck that navel in and lift those lower ribs. Bring arms up. Rotate palms in. Pinkies to touch. And exhale, hands to heart center. We're gonna run through some sun salutation A. So let's go for a ride. Inhale, root to rise, upward salute. Exhale, hinge at the hips, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank. So high to low plank. You wanna keep your heels stacked above your toes, shoulders stacked above your wrists. Rotate those elbows in. Biceps facing forward, keep those shoulders over elbow, slowly come down, hands by low ribs, and we can do let's do a slight back bend, low cobra, or low mamba. There we go. Great job. Rotate in. Exhale, kick it back to downward facing dog. Great job, yogis. Look forward, hop, skip, or jump to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, upward salute. Exhale, hinge hips, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank. There we go. Inhale, come up for low mamba. Exhale, throw it on back to downward facing dog. Great job, yogis. Great job. Look forward. Hop, skip, or jump to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, hinge the hips, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank. Great job. Inhale, come up for low mamba. Exhale, throw it on back to downward facing dog. Go ahead and look forward. Hop, skip, or jump to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, hinge the hips, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank. You can skip these at any time. If you need little assistance, you come down on your knees. Inhale, come up for low mamba. Exhale, kick it back to downward facing dog. Go ahead and look forward. Hop, skip, jump to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise. Inhale, hinge the hips, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank. Inhale, come up for the mamba. Exhale, kick it back to a child's pose. Bring those knees wide. Feet together. And come back to a child's pose. Bring those hips back to your heels. Drop your head on the mat. Rotate your arms in. Root down through their fingers.
and child's pose. Child's pose is a resting pose. You can take a water break, whatever you need. If at any point during this journey you need a break, or you're like, bruh, you were doing way too much, kick it to a child's pose. It's cool. Trust me, I've been in the game for like 2.5 years, and I still get worn out sometimes. I'm getting there. So enjoy where you are in your yoga journey. Take it back for a few more breaths. All right, so before we go, keep it moving. Think about we're going to build up the intensity. So just keep in mind, if you need to skip anything, we got you. All right. So go ahead and come up, curl those toes, throw that pelvis up. You all are doing a great job, yogis. Look forward, hop, skip, jump to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, open salute. Exhale, hinge the hips, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, listen up, yogis. We're gonna go to a high plank. So while we're in high plank, we're gonna push away, feel those deltoids round, rotate. I said rotate those biceps in, and we'll sit there. And if you need to modify it, you can place your knees on the mat. But keep those hips up. That's how we build the strength. Don't mind me. That's how you get through teaching for an hour. I love it. Slowly come on down. Inhale, come up for little mamba. Exhale, forward on back to downward facing dog. Place your feet wider than the mat and walk it in for a yogi squat. So yogi squat, if your feet, wherever your feet go, your knees need to point that way too. So my feet point out, so my knees will come out, and we'll sit up tall wherever you are in your squat. Appreciate it. Sit up tall, hands to prayer. Sit there for a few breaths, and walk it on out to a downward facing dog. Look forward, bend the knees, hop, skip, or jump to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, hands and hips, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, listen up, high plank. Push away. Slowly come down. Inhale, come up for little mamba. Exhale, throw it on back to downward facing dog. Bring those feet wide and walk it on back to a yogi squat. Bring that chest up, sit up tall, and breathe, and walk it on out to a downward facing dog. Look forward, bend the knees, or tiptoe. There we go. Tiptoe to the front of the mat. Tiptoe, tiptoe, tiptoe. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Is that number 2? I think so. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, hips, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high plank. There we go. Listen up, yogis. Number 3. So we build that strength, core strength, shoulder strength, all the strength. Slowly come on down. Inhale, come up for a little mamba. Exhale, throw it back to downward facing dog. Bring those feet wider than the mat.
and walk it in to that yogi squat. If you have some blocks, bring in some blocks to protect your knees. Sit up tall and walk it on out to downward facing dog. Look forward, hops, or tiptoe to the front of the mat, tiptoe, tiptoe, tiptoe. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, hinge the hips, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high plank. Rotate those biceps in, those elbows in. There we go. And just breathe. Slowly come on down. Inhale, come up for little mamba. Exhale, throw it back to downward facing dog. Bring those feet wide. Come back to yogi squat number 4. Sit up tall. There we go, sitting lower, and walk back on out to downward facing dog. And tiptoe to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, upward salute. Exhale, hinge the hips, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high plank. There we go. Rotate those elbows in. Great job, yogis. Slowly come on down. It's a little mamba. Inhale, come up for a little back bend. Exhale, kick it back to downward facing dog. And bring those feet wide on the mat. You already know. Number 5. Sit up tall. And breathe. Walking on out. Drop that tabletop. Bring your knees wide. Come back to a child's pose. Continue to take a water break. It's cool. And breathe. If you're in child's pose, take a few 5 breaths on your own. If you're in child's pose, go ahead and come up. Curl those toes. Look forward, tiptoe to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come up for chair. Your feet can be together or hips width distance apart. Look down. If your knees are, if you look down and you can't see your toes, bring your knees back, bring your tailbone in, bring those arms up for a chair. Exhale, kick that left leg back. Come back to a warrior 1. Warrior 1. Hips stacked over, knees stacked over ankle. Right hip back. Left hip forward. Left toes pointing at the left edge of the front mat. Arms up. Rotate palms in. Drop shoulders away from ears. And we'll just sit there in warrior 1. Great job, yogis. Sit in the pose. Got 2 more breaths. And slowly come down. Cartwheel down. High to low plank. Inhale, come up for low mamba. Exhale, kick it back to downward facing dog. Look forward. Tiptoe to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair. So lower. Just breathe. Just breathe. Step that right leg back. Come up for a warrior one. Widen that base. And cartwheel. Come on down. Come up for a little mamba. Exhale, kick it back to a child's pose. Sit there and breathe. Look forward. Curl the toes, bring the pelvis up. And tiptoe from the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair. Exhale. Bring that right arm over. Twist to the left. Keep those hips square. Extend that right leg back, high lunge. Go ahead and now come up to warrior two. And exhale, cartwheel high to low plank. Inhale, come up for a little mamba. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Look forward. Come up, tiptoe, inhale, halfway lift, exhale, forward fold, inhale, chair. Go ahead and twist to the left with prayer hands. Remember, you need to keep your hips squared. So if you feel that left hip coming up like, pull it on back. We'll extend that left leg back for high plank. While we're twisting to the right. And then come up, sweep it up to warrior two. Knees stacked over ankle. Heel intersecting back arch. There we go. Cartwheel it high to low plank. And he'll come up for low mamba. Exhale, throw it on back to downward facing dog. Look forward, hop, skipper, jump to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come up to chair pose. Whew. Twist it to the left. Keep those hips square. Extend that right leg for high plank, high lunge. Inhale, come up to warrior two. Take an exhale. Inhale, reverse warrior. Keep that bend in the knee. Nice side body stretch. Exhale, extend the side angle. Inhale, come up for warrior two. And cartwheel high to low plank. Inhale, come up for low mamba. Exhale, throw it back to downward facing dog. Look forward, tiptoe to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair. Make sure I get there to the screen. Rotate palms in. And twist to the right. Go ahead and extend that left leg, high lunge. And go and bring it up, warrior two. Take an exhale, inhale, reverse warrior. Extend the side angle. Keeping that elbow right above that knee, right on the thigh. We're gonna come back up, warrior two, and cartwheel, high low plank. And then come up for low mamba. Exhale, kick it back to downward facing dog. We're gonna extend that right leg. Open up that right hip. Bring it back. Exhale, lead the nose. Bring that foot through, come up to warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Extend side angle. Come up, warrior two. Extend the side angle. Warrior two, and cartwheel back, high low plank. Come up, low mamba. Exhale, kick it back to downward facing dog. Extend that left leg. Open up that hip. Back, exhale, knee to nose. Come through, come up for warrior two. Definitely feeling the shoulders. Reverse warrior. Extend side angle. Come up for warrior two. And high low plank. Down for the mamba. Exhale, throw it back to down facing dog. Inhale, extend that right leg. Exhale, knee to nose. Bring it through, come up for warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. So extend the side angle. Inhale, come up for warrior two. Shorten up that base. Straighten that right leg. Keep a slight micro bend in the knee. Bump your hips to the left. And revolve triangle. Good job, yogis. Bring that shoulder back and out. And go ahead and come up, bend the knee, warrior two. And cartwheel high, a little plank. And now come up for low mamba. Exhale, throw it back to downward facing dog. Inhale, extend that left leg. Exhale, knee to nose. Come on through, come up for warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extend side angle. Inhale, come up for warrior two. Go ahead and shorten that base. Bend that, slight micro bend in that left knee. Bump your hips to the right. And do a triangle. Hand could be by inner arch, out of the foot, or the shin. Open up that shoulder. Go ahead and come up back to a warrior two. cartwheel, hide a little plank. Inhale, come up for a little mamba. And exhale, pick it back down with facing dog. Look forward, hop sit in front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, exhale, forward fold. Go ahead and come on up, bring yourself lengthwise. Lift, the long part of the mat. Woo. Bring those legs out wide. Rotate, engage those quadriceps, hinge at the hips, and fold. So I know you can go. Spiral those quads in. Hinge it, grab by the hips, come on up. And we'll go ahead and take it back down. Hinge back the hips, forward fold. See if we can get deeper into that fold. Great job, yogis. And we want to come up. Bring it back to the front of the mat. Inhale, upward salute. Down. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank. Keep on the shoulders above those elbows. Inhale, come up for low mamba. Exhale, throw it back to downward facing dog. Inhale, extend that right leg. Exhale, bring that right shin through for half pigeon. If you have knee issues, come onto your back and we'll do a supine kind of thing, placing that knee over the left thigh and pulling it through. But for the rest of us, in half pigeon, like that shin is parallel to the front of the mat as possible. If you feel yourself rolling over to your right side, place a block under it. You come down to your forearms. And just breathe. And just breathe. And just breathe. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Great job, yogis. Keep breathing. Go ahead and come on up. If you're on your back, stay there. Come back to a downward facing dog. If you're in a pigeon, shake that leg out. Walk the dog. Inhale, extend that left leg. Exhale, bring that left shin through. If you're on your back, just, flip it around. Just the opposite of what you just did. Once again, if you are rolling onto your left side, bring some support to the left hip. Come on down to your forearms. Just breathe. Rotate that back leg in. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. While we're in pigeon, we store a lot of emotions in our hips. So you might feel something, whatever you've been kind of collecting over the week. Like I said, I just encourage you to be informed, but don't be informed to the point where it's overbearing. Give take care of yourself. Check on your friends. Make sure everybody's doing good. Continue to breathe. Go ahead and kick it back to a downward facing dog, shifting that leg out. Drop it down to tabletop pose, and we'll flip it through. We'll come up, set up for bridge. Bring those knees under, heels above your ankles. Grab the side of the mat. Bring those hips up for bridge. Spiral those thighs in for a higher lift. Don't squeeze the cheeks. Remember, spiraling the thighs for a higher lift, and exhale, lower. Bring those feet together. Drop those knees wide. Doing a great job, yogis. Bring those knees in. Set up for bridge. So grab the side of the mat. Or you can do a bind and roll the shoulders under you and lift. Exhale, go ahead and lower. Come on, sit on up. Bring that right knee in. Twist to the left. Bring that right hand back to a kickstand. Twist to the right. Sit up tall. Come back to center. Drop that knee. Lift that left knee up. Twist to the left. Sit up tall. And breathe. Great job, yogis. Come back to center. Take any light moves that you need to. Go ahead and slowly roll back down, vertebrae by vertebrae. As you melt into the mat, quiet your body, quiet your mind. Shavasana.